Playing hard to get. No, I'm not. I look healthy though, don't I? Um, paste. There, I just posted the link to come on live. So when Big Lenny comes on my channel, he'll see it. My face cleared up pretty good, didn't it? So all you folks that are in Amherst that are still on drugs, yes, I do think I'm better than you guys because I got sober. I'm waiting for Big Lenny to come on. Can you ask Lenny to unblock me? Lenny, can you unblock Deedle the dog? Please. And the chat link is in the room, up in the chat. Still need a place to stay, baby girl. Well, not if you're Victor Rector. No, thank you. Victor, I'm sober now. I don't want to be around anybody using drugs. If you can't tell, I'm sober. And I feel good. I feel really good being sober. My head's not all fucked up with thoughts running a million miles a minute and my past haunting me. So if you're Victor Rector, no, I don't need a place to stay. But thanks anyways. Where's Big Lenny? He's supposed to be on here at 4. Crystal is the devil. You're right, it is. It's actually what Hitler used on his soldiers, and that's why a lot of them died. Because after so long, they went through mess psychosis and they didn't know what the freak they were doing. So they pretty much all got shot and killed. So, like those people in Amherst, they must think that they're in Hitler's war or something, because they're all on meth. I'm glad to be off of it. The only thing I need to give up is these. Crystal meth is all it does. All it did for me was it gave me energy, and it kept me awake for weeks. And you didn't even have to do very much. It would just keep you wide awake. So, Big Lenny, where are you? Big Lenny didn't do nothing, Will. The chat links up in the chat. Cigarettes is like the worst thing to try to give up. It's like the hardest thing to try to kick, especially when I've been smoking since I was 13 years old. No wonder I got a spot in my right lung. Big Lenny is a juice head turkey. No, he's not. Big Lenny's my Catholic brother. And we're like not those evil Catholics that like killed all those native children and buried them behind the school. Hi, Jay Smith. How are you? You know what? I used to date a guy named Jay Smith. He was my first boyfriend. Well, not my first boyfriend, but my first lay. I'm not in the heat. I'm actually in a cool air conditioning place. When Big Lenny's ready to join, the chat link's in the room. He can click on that and join. Because I can't wait to talk to him. Good, Jay. Your name creeps me out because that was actually the guy that I thought had taken my virginity. Yeah, I'm still here. And I left that town because there was like those same people after me from that abducted me in 2018. I seen them creeping around the last day I was around that place. And yeah, I kind of caught one of my gang stalkers with one of the earpieces in his ear at Walmart. And God gives me these gut feelings that I go with. Yes, I'm sober. I'm sober and I feel good. And I'm around good people that are not gang stalkers. I told you guys if I could beat an opiate addiction, that somebody was injecting me in Newfoundland for 5 months. I sure as hell got off the opiates and I didn't need Suboxone and I didn't need methadone. I kicked that habit like I'm kicking this habit. That's what being a strong woman's all about. You got to have the willpower and the courage to kick addiction. The cigarettes, though, I'm having a hard time with the cigarettes. Stay away from that Corey fella. I seen someone in chat last time you were live saying he's an informant. Oh, yeah, he definitely is, Connell. He definitely is an informant because when the time that he stole my Zoplicone, I was in the washroom at Cuban's place. And when I come out of the washroom, my uncle said, Vanessa, he just went in your bag and took your pills. And I went, no, he didn't. And I went and grabbed my bag and I looked, and there was only one of my Zoplicone left in the bottle. And like, I need sleeping pills to sleep at night. So I waited at the bottom of the stairs at the front door and I waited for him to come down. And I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs saying, you better give me each and every one of them Zoplicone back or I'm going to beat the fucking shit out of you. And then the guy that lived downstairs at the bottom step, him and his girlfriend must have called the cops because there was 4 cops coming in the front door, taking me out. And then they let him get away with stealing my Zoplicone. They drove him up the road and then dropped him off. So no doubt he's an informant. He apparently steals a bunch of prescription meds from everyone. Yeah, well, he had the last to steal them from me because I don't want to be around them. I don't want to be around none of those people anymore. Ever again. They're nothing but trash. Freaking scumbags. Like Wayne Porter. Wayne Porter's like, oh, you think you're better than us, Vanessa, because you got sober. Yeah, I do think I'm better than them. Hey, Will, what's up, brother? The chat link is in the room. I guess Big Lenny isn't coming on. Good for you. Yes, I feel good. Look, I have my scars, though. I have my scars. See? That's what crystal meth does. It leaves you with scars. Yes, I am. You know what? It was Brad Brown that did that to me in Moncton, New Brunswick. He set me up to go meet some people, but chicken diddle, I had beat him up the week before, like, as I tolerated that guy as long as I could to get the evidence that I have, because I caught on to the police not doing their jobs and telling me to delete evidence and stuff like that. So I went and did my own daughter's investigating her case and stuff, and I got him admitting a lot of things, even being in the police station, even being in the child trafficking multi-billionaire business building, talking to them. I even have him collecting money from them and stuff like that. So I ended up beating the shit out of him with that last video that I had posted about me questioning him about my little girl. I ended up beating the shit out of him that day, and I got arrested and held at the Parsboro police station for 12 hours by Constable Stalker. I didn't know that when they take your phone, they put trackers and shit on it and listening devices. So I went to Moncton, and then Brad kept pressuring me into injecting me in the back of my arm with crystal meth. And so I gave in and said, okay, if it hurts, take it on my arm. Well, he did it to me. Well, he gave me a hot shot. I had went out, I met these people at McDonald's. They told me that police were tracking me and all this shit. I got scared because I didn't know anything about it. I even gave them the SIM chip out of my phone because, like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know Constable Stalker did that. So I ended up walking down the road on Mountain Road. I ended up dropping dead right on Mountain Road. I woke up to a fire truck and an ambulance begging to take me to the hospital because my blood pressure and sugars were dropped. So I begged them, I'll go with you guys if you promise me there's no police involved. Well, I believe that woman that was driving the ambulance, which I shouldn't, like, I shouldn't have trusted Jillian Martin. Well, as soon as I got to the hospital, guess what was at the front counter in the hospital? A police officer. They took my handheld crowbar, my broken crystal meth pipe, and yeah, I ended up going to the nut house for 5 days because I went delusional. That's how much shit that Brad Brown shot me up with for the first time in my life in summer 2019, I believe it was, or 2018, it might have been, just before I got abducted and was supposed to go on a pizza delayed date and I never made it. But anyways, that's what the Brad Brown did to me, and I've been addicted to it since. But now I'm off of it and I feel good, and I do feel like I'm better than those people because I got sober. They're still in Amherst crystal meth. Hi, Lenny. I'm going to put the chat link. in the chat for you to join. So yeah, I do feel like I'm better than those people that are still using. You know, it's so bad that they actually share friggin' needles. It's gross. That's what they do. And then like I have this Mike Hunter that friggin' defrauded my TD bank account by getting me to deposit a fraudulent fucking check that I'm gonna have to pay back $200. So anybody sees Mike Hunter, tell Mike Hunter he'll be dealt with for burning that van too. Yeah, a week after I realized, I woke up in the morning. I slept in that van all night too. I woke up, I looked at the door handle. I'm like, oh my God. And I looked around the van, the little bed was still in the back and everything. And I was like, Mike, this is the van I was in 1989. He's like, no, it ain't. I'm like, yeah, it is, because right there above the door, they missed a spot where they forgot to paint it red. And then a week later, like, he got an attitude with me and told me to leave. So I left. And then a week later, he burnt the van, tried to blame it on Wally. Good stuff, Mike Hunter. He's some monster, Hunter. Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott. I'm sober. I don't even know if you guys could hear me because I have my finger over top of the earpiece. Hi, Jerry. You know what? I don't think Big Lenny's going to come on, so the chat link's up in the room if anybody wants to join. Oh, see my ring that I got from my friend in Amherst? See, I'm engaged to a tranny on this hand. And then I'm engaged on that hand. I like to think. Lenny's 19 minutes late. Why am I in timeout? I didn't put you in timeout. Hi, Jay Smith. Jay Smith. I dated a guy named Jay Smith when I was 14. I'll never forget that name. Oh, you didn't offend me at all, darling. Not at all. I'm waiting for Big Lenny. He was supposed to come on. Good for you, Jay. Stay sober. Keep fighting that devil. Addiction is like a curse. It's a curse from the devil. Look up A Conversation with the Devil. It explains a lot. That's right, one day at a time. I'm around people that doesn't use drugs at all, so that's a bonus. I don't know if Big Vic is Victor Rector, but if it is, I think he should be apologizing to me and paying me some fucking money for the damages. and stop trying to talk to me and offering me a place to stay and shit. I'd rather have Joe Biden piss on me than stay at your place, Victor. This morning, my little bish neighbor, Ian, came home, got his truck, and started talking shit to me and saying to me to come into his gate and do what you said. I said what? Is that like a gang stalker, Scott? Jalen wants to know if you want to come to US. Big Vic, kiss the tattoo the world loves and get a fucking life. You make me swear. Bounce. I don't give a shit about Timmy. Timmy's a compulsive, pathological liar. You know, you guys are all being investigated for 1989. I'm the voice for all the children that are missing in the 80s and 90s. Big Vic. Don't worry, Cecil's Canada knows that that white van is in the old pawn shop. I'm a great detective, Big Vic, and I'm gonna take you down. Stop selling drugs to friggin' teenagers, you loser. Yeah, sure you are. Yeah, you're clean, all right. You're as clean as the crackhead on the corner in Halifax. Bullshit. I said, come outside your gate and say that, you coward little bitch. Scott, are you still being gang stalked? I'm not being gang stalked no more. The V2K, they stopped that also. I had a really good sleep last night. Thank you, Jay. This is my sober voice. The other one, like when I was using, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I had like the jib rage where you're freaking right out and you're talking loud and you're just having a rage. I was raging out a lot. Now I'm right calm and collective. Hey, Frank from the gas station. I'm waiting for Big Lenny to come on. Like, he's 24 minutes late. He's gonna be grounded. He stood me up. Wait, I'm gonna put the chat link in the room. Invite. Well, I guess anybody that wants to come on and talk to Sassy, you guys can. Because Big Lenny's late. He stood me up. Big Lenny's still in bed. He should have set his alarm clock, because I did. What's that picture behind you? It's not a picture. It's a skull blanket that I ordered online. At the same time that I ordered my son and my daughter some stuff. I ordered my son because he's the most valuable player on his basketball team. He's like his mama. Yeah, I ordered him basketball betting stuff. I'm so proud of my son. Yeah, it's just a blanket. I have blankets up and one on the chair and stuff because I'm not telling anybody where I am. Oh, I have court tomorrow morning. Hey, Mr. Shafford. See you in court tomorrow. So, Big Vic, tell your friend I have some things I want to say to the judge tomorrow. You want to fuck around? You're going to lie around. They're preteens. My children are preteens. They're kids. Flat out admitted he is using V2K because he talks shit about the acid in the water. Scott, are you okay? Get up on, join my live channel. I was waiting for Big Lenny, but he's in bed. He stood me up. Oh, Uncle Lenny needs to wake his PMS up. Yes, he does. Because I was like really, really excited to talk to him for the first time. I said, "What are you talking about?" That's what I screamed. That's what I screamed last week. It was like this dark shadow, and I could hear the bushes. Like, same with when I was up at Timmy's house. Like, I knew they were gang stalking me, and I caught them. I caught Bradley Schaffer, and I caught Kayla Gould, and I caught Tamara, and I caught Sean Gale, and I caught Mike, and I caught a lot of them in the woods, and they were all wearing like masks and shit. But yeah, but like last week, there was like this dark shadow, and it like rushed right towards me, and I screamed, "What the fuck are you?" And it like poof disappeared, and then I like friggin' locked myself in the house, and then like I couldn't sleep all that night, and I kept hearing the person saying shit beside me that they weren't even saying nothing. That was like they were in my head, but that all went away. Since I went into hiding, that all went away. So, Scott, you gotta hide. Oh, and I'm not taking no more of them pills that the doctor had me on. So, Mr. Lee, you go take your medication. Stop talking smack on my comments. So, you go take your meds, bud. You're the one on antipsychotic pills. Also, I was taking was antidepressant pills, but I'm doing mighty fine without them because there ain't no government or doctors or nothing going to be putting me on no more of those pills, making me feel like I'm crazy for something that was done wrong to me. That shit ain't being thrown on me no more. And they ain't going to be controlling me with meds and getting inside my head and shit like that. I've been on multiple different antidepressants, and there was none that worked. They all made me feel like I wanted to commit suicide. So that's why I haven't even really been taking them. When I was in detox, they were giving them to me and my sleeping pills. But I'm not on no mids. So, Timmy, you go take your antipsychotic like Milky Woodland does. You guys are the ones on Sequel, not me. My wife absolutely knows what these scumbags are doing here now, too. Yeah, they're ruthless. They're they're reptilians. Like Connell said, they are reptilians. They control the world. Big Vic, if you keep talking to me like that, I'm gonna have you fucking dealt with, bud. My buddy lived across the street from your mama's, and he drives the loudest Harley in town, so you might want to fuck off, you fucking creep. Remember when I was 3, Big Vic? My Uncle Bobby wanted to put you in the lake. Now you better bounce the fuck off me, because my Uncle Bobby, he has brothers. I wish Big Lenny would come on my live, because I'm sure I could get Big Lenny to tell you what is going to happen to you if you keep fucking harassing me. Remember when I seen you last week and I was sitting outside the store and I said, fuck, look what crawled out of the sewer. That's how I feel about you. So don't even try to talk nice to me, because there ain't no talking nice to you. I know what you did to me. Yeah, well, don't make me get a hold of crazy Birdman Gilbert, because he told Big Lenny what he was gonna do. Or not Big Lenny, he told Melky Woodland, when you least expect it, expect it. Oh, just a minute. How do I? I
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
hey, you better watch out with that guy, Will. That he's a fucking, he's a perp.
I don't think. Why are you saying that?
Look at him. He has 30. He has 30 fake profiles. You know what I mean? Who does that? Who has 30 fake profiles and goes around talking shit? And he has no evidence.
A
How
troll.
come he can't? He's never said once about when he was getting gang stalked. So how is he real?
Well, he's taught me a lot about the gang stalkers, and so has Scott. Remember that
That dude's
crazy
chief
bitch he was
handler,
with?
bro. That dude's chief handler.
Chief Handler. What about Chief Handler?
That's Will. They're the same person.
Really? So what about
Yeah,
Alice
everybody knows
Stark?
that shit.
What about Alice Stark?
No, no. He tries. See, that's how you know it's him. He was trying to say that Alice Dark is chief handler. Fuck no, it's him. And he does, like I said, he makes fake profiles to try to manipulate shit. That's why he's always on those fake profiles.
So, like, he's never done anything wrong to me, though. Brandon?
That don't make him legit. I just he's a piece of shit, bro. He's a piece of shit. He's a perp. He's a fucking faggot.
I don't think he would have been with Dana if he was a fruit.
Nah, he just tries taking advantage of people. You know what I mean? He's trying to take advantage. He's not even a real TI. He's from the drama community. All he's doing is trolling us. He's trolling you.
Oh,
He's like Burger Boy.
lovely. Uh, I haven't seen anything either. Like, honestly, I haven't seen any proof of gang stalking or anything on his channel.
Yeah, that's because he's fake. He's not being gangsta. He's a piece of shit. He's a liar.
So, what about Coach J Ram?
I don't even know who. I don't even know who the hell that is.
No matter what you think of Will Brandon, he is not gay. That's what Scott said. No matter what you think of Will, he is not gay.
What the fuck you talking about? He's not gay. He fucks animals. He was doing bestiality porn. What are you talking about? How are you gonna say somebody's not gay when they're over there fucking a male animal? If he fucks a male animal, you think he's not gonna fuck a male human?
Um,
He does bestiality.
I've I've not seen any of that shit.
You haven't heard about that? He even admitted it himself. He's like, "Oh, that's in my past." He said, "That's in my past."
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. You're making me smoke. He's a sinner and will go to hell for. So yes, yes, that's animal cruelty. That's sick. I hope the fuck that ain't true. Will, what the fuck?
I gotta get off, bro. I'm getting
All
poisoned.
right.
I'm all fucked up, so
See
I
you
gotta get
later.
off, dude. But everything I
Okay,
said is
Brandon.
true, man. I can't even breathe. Like I'm getting poisoned, but I gotta
Why is
go.
he? All right, man. Take care. I hope that's not true. William will enjoy eternity in hell. You're not supposed to say who will descend or descend into the deep and who will ascend into heaven. You're not supposed to really say that because when you say who will go into the deep, that is to bring Christ up from the dead. And I'm going to have to get my book. Hang on one second. Hang on one sec. You guys want me to preach? Now you guys are going to get me to preach. Now you guys are going to have me preaching. Because I've been doing Bible studies for months now. Actually, I actually gave my heart to God when I was locked up in jail for beating Melky in the face with the cheese grater. I started reading the Bible in jail again. So next time Corey LeBlanc wants to fuck with me, I'm getting a hold of Mickey Mouse. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Nick. Nicker. Ah, motherfucker. Happy birthday. Motherfucker. Change your name. Motherfucker. I can't believe you just got me to say that. But it ain't spelled the same way. So, whatever. And you know what? That is, you do know what that is actually? It's actually an arm on a machine or on a train. And it's another word for an ignorant person. And I can't believe you just got me to say that. Motherfucker. Nick, you're bad. Okay. Romans 10:11. Brothers and sisters, my heart's desire and prayers to God for the Israelites is that they may be saved. For I can testify about them that they are zealous for God, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. Since they did not know the righteousness of God and sought to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness. Christ is the culmination of the law, so that there may be righteousness for everyone who believes. Moses writes this about the righteousness that is by law. The person who does these things will live by them, but the righteousness that is by faith says, do not say in your heart, who will ascend into heaven? That is to bring Christ down. Or who will descend into the deep? That is to bring Christ up from the dead, which he has risen. But what does it say? The word is near you, it is in your mouth and in your heart. That is the message concerning faith that we proclaim. If you do declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So don't say who's going to go to hell and don't say who's going to go to heaven. Hey, Gabe, you made shit up about me too, Brandon. Just stop trying to. Didn't Dana like say the same thing about Will though? Like bestiality shit, and I don't think Will's like that. I really, really don't. I've like been with TI News and Scott and Angels for a long, long time now, and they've taught me a lot about gang stalking and stuff. So people should stop trying to pick my friends. And Nick, you're bad. You're bad, Nick. I can't believe you got me to say that. Your full name. You're an asshole. So who in this room has RH negative blood type? Wait on the Lord. So yeah, Romans 10:11. That is my favorite scripture. Here's one. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loved is born of God and knoweth God. John's 4, 1 John 4:7. I could read Bible scriptures all day. I'm not really impressed though with um, the Catholic Church and the Canadian government by not doing anything about all those Aboriginal children that were murdered and then buried underneath the residential school. That's pretty cruel. That's pretty racist, if you ask me. That is pretty racist because that just tells me that our government wants an all white nation and is destroy trying to destroy the Aboriginal races and the colored races. Anyone with color, they're trying to destroy. Like us Aboriginal women, we go missing in Canada and we get murdered. Same with our children. You would make a great Satanist. No, I don't think so. I'm an earth angel. I'm not a demon. The devil did try to bring me down though with them drugs. But I feel great being sober. And I look so much better. I never want to look like Freddy Krueger's wife again. Because that's what I look like. I look like Freddy Krueger's wife when I was using crystal meth. He was probably in bed though. I'm disappointed he stood me up. He stood the mother of the maniacs up. Give in to the devil and they will reward you. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't worship the devil. I only have one God, and that's God Almighty. You know, I did the ancestry thing, and God gives me gut feelings and stuff. And I know when I'm in danger and shit like that because God gives me those feelings in my gut. Like at Walmart last week. Like when I caught Buddy with his hidden earpiece in his ear. No, Connaught's been helping me out too. I like Connaught and the Chad. But no, I will never sell my soul to devil. Are you crazy? You gotta be right off your rocker. I'm one of the Lord's earth angels. I've been through some shit I don't wish on anybody. I've been abducted. I've been forced into human trafficking. I've been saved by my angel. I've been in a motorcycle accident when I was 12 years old. I've been in a coma for 3 months. I've been abused in the 80s by people that drove in a 1980s white Chevelle van that Mike Hunter burnt in the old pawn shop. You're gonna get caught for that, Mike. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, Bean Smasher. Look at my face. There's no more scabs. There's no more crystal meth scabs. I feel really good. And I'm around people that do not use drugs, period. And that's what I needed in my life. I needed to be around people that are sober and that do not use drugs and that does not abuse me. Like the last piece of shit that was stealing my money and then using police, Amherst police, to help. Because that's what was up. He was stealing my money and then playing the victim and then saying, "Oh, I'm gonna call the cops." You fucking cop caller. Yeah, you work for those people, T. Lee. That's your that's your code name for the police station, T. Lee. And I want my cat back, my Fiona, my fat cat Fiona. I'm gonna get her back. Cause if I have to send my friend to your house on the Harley to pick my kitty up, I will. Cause my friend cares about me, and I listened to my friend what he told me last time I talked to him. He told me to go, and that's what I did. I left. So, none of you reptilians in Amherst will be hiding no crowbar or steel bars on the side of the store where I sit anymore to assault me. None of you crazy meth head bitches that think you're 10 feet tall and bulletproof, Tara, will be attacking me anymore. None of you as well. You guys are all going to die if you keep using that drug. It's going to kill you. Or you guys have already murdered somebody. Tara. Remember, he was dropped off before you guys planted the stolen vehicle in Spring Hill. I don't give a fuck about you bitches. Jesse didn't deserve it. On way to pick you up. Let's go for a drive, sweetie. I don't think so, Big Vic. You can kiss the tattoo the world loves and rotate, bud. I bet you did, Vic. I was just a little child, you sick fuck. A 3-year-old child, in fact. Don't worry, Victor, you're gonna get caught for all those missing kids and women. Remember, they started going missing out west when you went out there. The Highway of Tears. I know, Vic, I'm beautiful. I know you want me. I'm more beautiful now that I'm an adult. Tell Shafford I said, see you later, Gator, in the morning at 9:30, so we can talk about Elvis Presley collection. I hope Deputy's there too. Yeah, I know. Perps galore. You're right, Scott. I don't care. I don't care, though. I really don't. They're just scared because I know too much. And they're scared because I'm speaking out about the 80s and all the missing kids. I'm the voice for those kids. So, Victor, Cuban, mm, Chad, Mike, Deputy, Charmaine. I can keep fucking naming yous. Those are all the paid pits. Cops and I had a great conversation. I bet you did, Victor, because you're an RCMP cop informant. He became one of those after my Uncle Bobby was looking for y'all. And then Milky Woodland, he skipped off to Cape Breton. I know who Milky Woodland is now. He can keep putting the sad faces on my videos all he wants. He had a good woman and he didn't know how to treat her like the last piece of shit, your friend Timmy Lee. Remember Timmy and Henry went to Toronto? Victor, you're gonna get caught for all those missing kids and women, along with your cult, your Chomo cult, because it's all being investigated thanks to my voice. So have your fun now while you're free. I don't give a fuck what Timmy does. He is not my friend. He was stealing money from me. He was taking COVID money from me. They frauded fucking fisheries check in my name. Like, I don't give a shit about those people. They're all gonna get caught. That's why you guys troll me. Because you guys are scared. You guys are all running scared. And I'm glad I got you all running scared. Just because you're an RCMP town cop informant, Victor, don't mean that Big Brother ain't gonna come get you. I know Scott. Like, him and his friends fucking abducted me in 1989. I was a 3-year-old child. And my baby deer. My baby deer Bambi, the one that my Aunt Lisa and my Uncle John rescued out of the ditch because his mother got killed. They fucking took me from my grandmother's yard in Joggins, Nova Scotia. And the same thing they did to me, which the Holy Spirit saved me from the pain. I only felt it for a split second, Victor. But you're going to be judged for that, Victor. You little devil worshipping maggot. You will be judged for that. Because anyone who hurts a child like the way you guys have hurt me when I was 3, I don't believe God saves people who hurt children. So, when you're down there, Honest Jim will be working the door. He might let you in. He might not. He might leave you on the outside. If you guys want to read about Honest Jim, he showed me where he is in the Bible. He's James 3:16. What happened to that Vance kid? Oh, the one that the Vance kid. Let me think. The one that him and Tigger and Kristen sold me $200 worth of horse tranquilizers and fentanyl and almost killed me summer August 1st, 2020. That kid, well, I think karma just got him because nobody messes with God's angels because karma gets us all. So that's two down, one more to go. But yeah, it's a shame though. He died of a blood disease, almost like cellulitis. What I had last Christmas and almost died, and that would be from using the same needle over and over and over, and not using alcohol wipes. And that's what got him. He got a blood disease. But what a shame. Two down, one more to go. Why did you remove all those comments, Vic? Realize how creepy you sound? Yep. He does sound creepy, eh? He's talking to me like we're best friends or something. Hello, you fucktard. Do you forget 1989? Why don't you go ask Mike Hunter why he burnt that van, Victor? Because all those missing kids from the 80s and 90s, their DNA was in that van. You sick son of a bitch. Sounds quite the fulfilling life, doesn't it, Carl? Scott, I hope you screenshotted all those messages for me. Or somebody did. And then send it to me on Instagram. I have no time for those people anymore. Those people are old news. This is the new me, the sober me, the healthy me, the feeling good me. I'm no longer Freddy Krueger's wife. And his sister Barbie, she gave me this bandana. So I got an orange one, a red one, and now I got a pink one. I did have a white one, but Mr. Lucy got that. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, Scott. I'm sure the person that is investigating everything I say about the 80s, I'm sure they already got screenshots of it. Because I know, I opened up a big case, especially when I went searching for Jesse Morsi. The Amherst police and the RCMP failed to do a search. So I got me, another girl, and a guy, and like I talked to a lot of people. So I know who was picked up from the Pied Piper with mud on their jeans and who was acting strange and shit like that. So that boy better be alive, but I don't think he is. But still, his mom wants him home so she can lay her son to rest. Or he could be in somebody's basement where I was not too long ago. Because it's weird how somebody went down in the basement and then gave me a sleeping pill. And they thought I took that sleeping pill because an hour later, these people from New Brunswick showed up. That would have been the white car that was circling around me earlier that morning. My daddy didn't raise no fool. I didn't take that sleeping pill. I threw it in the fucking garbage. They was hoping that I was going to take it and then pass out. And then they were probably going to put me in the basement and tie me up and torture me. Or they were going to abduct me again and bring me back to where I was in 2018. I don't work streets for nobody. I'm a sister, not a prostitute. Yeah, Big Lenny ain't coming on. It's 5 o'clock. I've been on here for an hour waiting for him. Big Lenny, you're grounded. You stood me up. Now he's probably sleeping. But I've been on here for an hour getting some things off my chest about how I fail. Well, no, Big Lenny's like my Catholic brother. But we're like not those Catholics that like murdered those Aboriginal children. We're like good Roman Catholic people. We actually preach about the Lord, and we have love in our hearts. So I wish the Pope would have given a better speech about those murdered Aboriginal children, and I really do feel like the Canadian government should be held accountable for that. Like, they should be held accountable for all the abuse that I've suffered for 35 years. A Victor Rector. Tell your friends too. I did a search looking for who sells the shit and uses it. And there were like 10 pages talking about the brain computer interfaces and remote neutral monitoring devices. Oh, yeah, they have me on whatever the HNM program is because I'm speaking out about the 80s. Oh, well. They can keep monitoring me. I'm not a bad person. I'm like a truth seeker. I'll keep searching deep within my soul for all the answers. Don't wanna hurt no more. And that's what I do. Anyways, you guys, I'm getting off. I waited for Big Lenny. Big Lenny stood me up. Now you're in timeout. You're in Sassy Savage timeout, Big Lenny. You stood me up. Anyways, you guys, have a good night. I'm getting off. And I'm probably going to go have a nap too. Take care, you guys. Scott, hide. You got to go into hiding.